Aloha interwebs, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today is Friday and we're going to do some gameplay and playing some World of Warcraft, and I thought I would throw some levels on my Warlock. And typically I don't usually level my bank toons, but I made this one a Warlock and I made it a Goblin because I'm trying not to if I do eventually play toons and whatnot, if I have low level ones, I'm trying to mix classes and races so I don't have duplicates, just to save space on servers instead of trying to have just a bunch of low level toons and having them all be same race and things like that. So this is a combination that I don't have currently, that I play on a normal basis, which is a Goblin Warlock. And normally on my Horde server this is just my bank toon, but I actually kind of like the way it plays, and I don't even know if I'm doing it right. I'm just like throwing dots on things and then using the globals that take the least amount of time to come back up. So anymore, when you're leveling through dungeons, this is just a compilation of boss kills that I was going through while I was throwing some levels on the Warlock. But anymore, if any of you guys really kind of do dungeons or LFRs and things like that, it's just that especially with BOA gear and how fast people can do leveling and go through these dungeons, the gear can really kind of overpower the content. It's at least that's the way it seems to me. So I mean, it's pretty much just kind of running through and doing things. It's not like you really have to do bosses with any kind of real strategy that you would have normally had to have done back in the day while normally leveling. So it all goes so quick, and no real technique being used by pretty much anyone in the party. So it goes by really fast, and you can put some levels on pretty quick, especially with the BOA gear and with all the stuff you can get at lower levels, which you really couldn't back in the day. I started playing in Burning Crusade, and believe me, when it was a grind, it was a grind. So I think it's just that with cross-realm, cross-server groupings that you can do, and randoms and things like that, it really did seem to me like a lot of this stuff, not that the content was dumbed down, because I think the mechanics of most dungeon fights, as far as the bosses are concerned, are pretty much the same that they've always been. It just seems like you can overpower them really easy now, which to me it's not that big of a deal. It is kind of sad to think that you don't actually have to do proper mechanics anymore, because I went through a lot of this content when it was new, and you did have to. But at the same time, with the cap level being so high, so much more high than it was when I first started, and you can get there so much quicker and start pushing into and progressing through endgame content, even if it is like at an LFR level or a 5-man level, and not the highest rating content that you can get into. That being able to save time leveling alts and going through with lower level characters is a huge plus. It's really nice to be able to kind of speed through and get your tunes to the max level, but at the same time, for people who are coming into the game new now, I really don't think it's that big, because you don't even know how overpowered things are now compared to how they used to be. You have no point of reference, but it is still kind of fun to level low level tunes. I think I just don't have a lot of time. And the time that I do have to play video games, especially WoW, I tend to put it on my higher level tunes. So right now I only have 290s, and I really want to get my Paladin tank from 85 to 90 as quickly as I can, just so I can have those max level tunes, and then I'll start actually working on my 85 Alliance tunes before the next expansion comes out, whenever I have time to do that. So this was still fun. I remember a lot of the old content, and trying to get people to go and do this stuff, and it was such a huge pain in the butt, and a lot of times I didn't get to see, especially in this this particular one. I really couldn't get a lot of people to go with me in the guild that I was in when this was level appropriate for me at the time. So it was kind of like my first real experience being in a group and going in and doing a dungeon. So fond memories, the good old days. So yeah, I was able to kind of get a couple good things on my Warlock still, even though she's kind of pretty much head to toe BOA. I think I'm missing like one trinket, BOA trinket. So fun to play. I really don't know if I was doing Warlocks right. It was still good. It was still fun. And I went from level, I think, 18 to 26 on this run, and at 20 I got the mount. So that's always nice. Thanks for stopping by the channel, interwebs. I appreciate it. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Catch you guys in the next video.